Okay, we are now in day two. Uh, I've been working a little bit on the house overnight and just kind of beating some stuff around, clearing up some space, hiding from zombies. Not suitable to fight them right now at night, but we'll jump right in. I just got the morning chime, so it's safe for me to go out. So we'll go ahead and get started. Yeah, you just caught the very end of the evening chime. There are definitely some zombies in the house. I don't know exactly where they are. Sounds like he's definitely in here with me. I just don't know where. I don't think I looted this book. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that. Some shotguns, which, no, it's only one bookcase. Okay. Yeah, I really don't know where this, I don't know if he's on the base floor. Yeah, I think he's on the base floor. Well, my last video, my audio was really bad. I could barely hear myself. I played with the audio settings a little bit more, and hopefully things are getting a little bit better. Let me turn down the game audio just a hair. Oh yeah, that is overall sound volume. Let's go in-game volume. Let's drop that. Let's drop that a little bit. Drop that a little bit. That's still, music is fine. That's a lot better. Okay. Now I can actually hear myself as the zombies go around beating on stuff. Okay. Well, we completed a quest yesterday, so we'll go turn that in to Trader Rect. I left my land claim block on. That's ugly looking. Yeah, I got the house kind of set up. I put a land claim block down so the trader doesn't make me go clear my own residence. I doubt many people, if they do hear yesterday's recording, will have heard anything. But I'm Buddy Pond and been playing this game since probably Alpha 17, and generally I enjoy it. And I thought I would actually try streaming. I'm away from my family, working for several months, so I have a lot more time on my hands. I don't speak the native language of where I work, and so it's a little isolating. So this is a good way for me to actually hear my own voice for a little bit, because sometimes I'll go days without hearing English or speaking English. Um, so this is one of my ways of doing that. Um, I have watched streamers play this game before. I learned how to play this game from a streamer called Jaw Woodle. He's an Australian streamer, but I learned a lot of kind of how I play the game from him. That still seems a little loud to me. Let's drop it still. Okay. Let me just, okay. It's not too bad, but I tend to like to risk it on the magazine bundles a lot more than I probably should. I am now hungry. Fantastic. Love that for me. Let's take the close fetch. Okay, and then I also, I'm going to spec into the intelligence tree, which is not good for early game. So we'll focus on our melee mostly. And then we are going to kind of go into some of the engineering and vehicle stuff early so I can start getting some of the books. Um, so that'll help me kind of focus on getting what I need for early game, since the pipe baton is going to be our primary weapon, and it is not great until you can get the electrified baton with the modification, the repulsor modification that kind of yeets zombies really far away from you, and then kind of takes out other zombies with it. That's when the melee, you can carry that melee technique all the way through end game type stuff. But the next set of points we get, we're going to go into things like Iron Gut and other other things to kind of help with gameplay a little bit in Master Chef, so I can get some cooking books. That's not particularly useful. We did not open up our magazines. Okay, there we go. That's okay. Robotics and oh, so medical. We're already at first aid bandages at day 2, so that's fantastic. I'm gonna hop up in my house real quick and turn the land claim block off. So you'll see I kind of have a platforming style to getting onto my base. I spent the night not only hiding from zombies, but doing things like this, where you kind of destroy their access points. They really just don't have a real good way to get up to me at this point. I'm fine with them kind of like smacking the outside of the base for a little bit. We'll drop some stuff off. Dang it, I don't know if it's active or not. I pushed E too many times. Well, we'll just deal with that again later. Okay, let's head back out. Okay, it's definitely still active. Let's see if I can turn that land claim block off. I don't like that big green glow. Okay, that's much better. It's just kind of an immersion breaker, having a big green block like that. Okay, we're off to our next job. There's definitely a zombie in there still banging around on some stuff. Let's check the mailbox. Nice. Some urban combat. I do need some bones. I also do need a lot of plant fibers. Let's just pick up a few on the way. Actually, probably better for me to do it bare hand. That's so I can put my bedroll down and stuff like that. Okay, let's go ahead and get this fetch going. Okay, I think I'm familiar with this POI. Oof. Okay, we'll go stealth for a little bit. I'm not really much of a stealth player. I tend to get impatient and would rather go loud early. Yeah, and the game sometimes does things like that where stealth was never an option. It's not really a problem. Okay. Is that a working vending machine? Okay, let's go ahead and mark that. It has been a little bit of time since I've played the game, so I might. So you might see a little bit of clunkiness on my button usage. Oh, nice. I need to hopefully find some food. For those who haven't played this version, there is a smell mechanic now, whereas if you eat some food and you don't like wash yourself off, you have a higher detectable range that's pretty significant. But it can be gotten around by like kind of stomping around in some water and getting the wet debuff kind of overtakes it. Nope. Pipoton's already doing okay. I usually like clubs for early game, but I decided to go see if I can kind of, I don't want to have to beat through this. See if I can just barely, oh, there it was. Just grab that. Okay, we're gonna start to see a lot more robotics. Sure, I'll take that stuff for now. I'm not really into cosmetics. I generally don't even mess with dyes. There's really no game I've played where I tend to focus on the cosmetics. I really should be crouching more. Sounds like he's to my right. Yep. Let my stamina come back. Yeah, I tend to actually lurch forward physically in game. Got some cat food. whenever I'm doing these things, like whenever I power swing, even as my character moves forward, I actually tend to lean forward too. And I'll slip off my keyboard or do something silly like that. We're encumbered. As you can see, I'm just like smashing all kinds of buttons. Let's go ahead and scrap some stuff. Don't really need that. Oh, that's an interesting look for the yucca. We'll just go ahead and eat that. And that. 36, so you can see that nose. So now I'm very detectable. Check the pile of books. We are doing very good on the vehicle front, even though Trader Rec will probably be providing us with our first vehicle with the bike. Nice. We'll go ahead and we'll just wear that right out. Okay. Nothing else. That's not particularly useful right now. Okay, we do have an upstairs portion to go to. We cleared that bathroom, right? No, we have not been in here. I know it's a little dark. Once again, I'm very new to streaming. I'm going to be very bad at it. I'm sure my commentary is going to be a little rough. Nice. Some mushrooms that are nothing mind-blowing in this POI so far. Now my character is thirsty. I could. Does Mega Crush give you hydration? It gives you a lot. I don't want to use that right now. Okay, we've got some zombies outside, it seems. And the game is going to put me into a dead drop. Do I have any pipes? I don't think I can even repair this. No. What does it take to repair? Probably a pipe, I would assume. Okay, we'll do the dead drop. Yep, 3, huh? Okay, got lucky with 2 of them going down. Okay, she's down. Stamina, stamina. Okay. We got very lucky that we didn't take a hit there. Okay. Vulture, sure, scrap that. Can take all of that. I'll put a torch in my hand just so y'all can kind of see better. Yeah, we're already at bicycles. You'll also notice I have a slight XP boost. I did a 25% experience boost just to kind of pick up the pace of the game. Doesn't really matter that much, but it helps with leveling. Makes things a little bit quicker and a little bit more interesting faster because the first part of the game is kind of the same for everyone. Grinding through a few POIs here and there, getting very basic loot. Wow, I wish the game hadn't gone so hard with some of the stuff it's giving me. Okay, well, unlock the door. Sounds like, yeah, okay. Sounds like there's more than one. No? Okay. So when I reset this too. That book's not particularly useful for us. We're gonna hurry on to traders. Let's go drop off. You will notice this trend with me quite a bit. I will usually like drop off loot a lot. I'm a bit of a hoarder, so I have to make a lot of trips home because I don't want to drop anything. I will over encumber myself, which I know can be frustrating for a lot of people watching me just sluggishly move about the game. Can also do a quick drink. Let's drop everything off. We'll just eat this for now. I'm not really worried about my character smelling too much. And then we really don't have a lot of food and drink options I really would prefer not to have to buy them, but we are moving in that direction very quickly. Realize now I've got an egg in my inventory for no reason at all. I keep my eye out for things that might give me a pipe. Probably not a good idea to walk into POIs while I'm moving around. Now we do have a couple sources of water around us so that we can do that smell mechanic. So here's a good example. We have like a lake, something I can actually get the wet debuff. So as you can see, my smell went away. So you're basically taking a bath, you rinse it off, and you can just kind of move on. Apparently if you're sheltered too, it will prevent you from smelling, which makes sense. What do we got here? Tools, stone quality 2, not bad. Oh, there's 4 of them. We'll go ahead and, there are 5 of them. The range on these little guys is I don't normally use explosives, but that seemed like a good opportunity to remember which buttons are light and which one is throw. Oh, that's broken. That was not worth it. I am getting way too many vehicle books. Probably picked it too early, and now I'm going to get flooded. Oh, that's real nice. Can I put that on this? Keep pushing the wrong button. A little bit of a damage modifier. Doesn't look too bad. I mean, that's not how sites normally work, but it's fine. I also haven't gone and looted everything around Trader Rex establishment. What do we got here? Extra sneak damage. Sleeping victims at night. I don't raid a lot at night. Not going to do shotguns. 9mm, not particularly. A foregrip. I'm going to find foregrip at some point. Oddly enough, I'm probably going to take the food because we are not doing great. We'll check his jobs. Let's do the closest one, which is a fetch. Let's see if he has a pipe. Nope. Oh, that voice acting. So angry. Hopefully we can find a pipe. We are hurting right now. So we'll run around and loot Trader Rex area. He's got a couple workbenches that probably will produce a pipe, and hopefully some Forge Ahead books. That's disappointing. I mean, 15 steel is awesome, but not particularly useful. Not right now, at least. Okay, these are all great things. Just not what I need right now. I need a pipe. Just a pipe. Oh. I don't have a lot of fluids right now, so I don't think that's a good idea. What I think we'll do tonight in game is go fill up. Oh, there's one. Go fill up our water bottles, our water containers at one of the water sources near our base, and then we'll just cook the water to sanitize it. You'll also hear me use a little bit of jargon from my job. I am active military, deployed right now, so that's why I started streaming. I had a lot more time on my hands. Oh my god, with those vehicle books, that was a big mistake, speccing into vehicles so early. I'll probably be able to make a moped but well before I'm able to do anything with it. I don't think if I whack on this fridge, I'm going to get a pipe. No, I don't think that's going to work. We need a pipe. We have no melee capability right now. Come on, just give me a pipe. I just want to repair my pipe. Okay, once again, we're going to do what I said. We're going to drop off a bunch of stuff. Cigars. I think these give you pipe, but I think you have to dismantle them in order to get it. I don't think you can use the axe to harvest it out of them. We'll see. Nope. Normally that would give me pipe, but okay, let's drop our stuff off because I'm probably just going to have to grab my wooden, or just make a wooden club in the interim so that I actually have something to defend myself with. Okay. Get everything organized a little bit. Do I have any pipes? No. Not in here. Any pipes? No. I'm not doing great on food. Let's just go ahead and take these with us so we can grab it while we're out. And then let's just take our wood with us. Get rid of this egg I'm carrying around for no reason. Let's craft a wooden club just so we have a weapon. And clubs, even without being spec'd into them, are still pretty good. Okay, let's keep going. Let's hop down. Jump straight down on those spikes. I also am not doing great on my arrows right now. Let's just do this while we're thinking about it. Okay. Oh god, I keep pushing the wrong button to go into my inventory. Okay. Now we can make some water tonight. Get over that. I'd love to hear any comments, people that are, haven't been interested in this game or just starting out. This game had a pretty steep learning curve for me. Like the game doesn't tell you, like if you're in the trader perimeter at night, you just kind of get booted out. Oddly enough, during Jawoodle series, that's ongoing right now. I recommend if you want to learn the game that you watch a lot of his stuff. This is where he's making his base right now. He lives in this little dumpster fire of a second floor. It's good because if you wanted to, you could fight the hordes out of that place, but we're gonna, can I take that? Okay. Got a couple burn zombies, a couple power swings. Okay. Once again, just looking for those pipes. Animal fat. I don't have a lot of arrows. I'm not really worried about this POI. So we're just going to go fast and loud. Probably will turn up the game difficulty. Oh, flashlight, that's nice. Hopefully I can get a headlamp mod so at night or when things get a little bit darker. Where's the flow? What's the flow of this? Oh, okay, it wants me to drop. Leave anything else up here? Nope. Let's do the dead drop. It's probably going to be a few. Let's create some space. Okay, there's one behind me somewhere. I don't know where he is. Okay, we're doing okay on health. Okay, we need to get our stamina back. Hopefully she falls. That was lucky. Stamina. Nice. This guy. I've got about 3 more hits until he comes through that door. Let's get our stamina. Okay. So he's got to find the supplies, which are in the cupboard. Nice. We're probably going to fill that bottle up too. The water mechanic has gotten a lot better. Not the swimming mechanic. That still is. I nearly died in my first day here because I jumped into like a 4x4 water square and got surrounded by crawlers. And it's like swimming in syrup, and I couldn't get out. At least not quickly. But I do like the boiling water mechanic and the smell mechanic. I do like those. I think they're a little bit more crafting survival versus just straight-laced RPG. I did not like the kind of mandatory progression. Oh, that's nice. Where you used to be able to get a little bit more random loot. Like if I go to a gun safe in someone's house, formerly their house, um, it should be still possible for me to find like a hunting rifle or a nice shotgun. I shouldn't find a pipe shotgun in what would be a $800 gun safe. It's just unlikely as a gun owner. That just doesn't seem very realistic. I think the chances should be lower. I shouldn't find like a tier 6, M60 in day one. I think it should still be mathematically possible, but just a much, much lower drop rate. And as you go to higher biomes, the drop rate would increase. But whenever you have like a fixed progression rate, like what they have in Force now, the game wants me to fall. Whenever you fix the progression rate like that, I think you kind of lose the survival aspect of it because it just doesn't feel as realistic. Okay, the game wants to do another dead drop, so let's go. Okay. Oh, it looks like we got a wanderer. I've actually never seen one of those before where they kind of walk around. We got one stealth kill. Let's go right there. That one is not dead. He's just pissed. I am black on arrows. Okay, well, we're going to do it this way now. That one is still not alert to us. I did get one of my arrows back. Let's go right there. Nice. We are going to absolutely collect. Oh, it's plastic, not cloth. That stinks. Still no pipe. Bones, good. We'll loot and then what do we got here? I don't know why. Getting that. See if we can get some clothing. Nope. We'll toss some of the loot. Oh, there we go. Nope. Once again, I'm just hitting the wrong buttons. What's the damage here? Melee damage 12. Let's see, like a wooden club that I can craft for nothing is technically doing more damage than my spec'd weapon. But I'm assuming with my buffs, it's actually doing a little bit more. I honestly don't know how that's calculated in game. Okay. Reloading rifles. It's not bad. It's not particularly useful for me. Not useful now. I'm getting a lot of like later game stuff that I don't really need. A lot of parts. Those are useful. Oh, that's. I'm gonna just go ahead and eat that. I'm gonna be very smelly. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna move our ammo down so that it doesn't take up a slot. We can scrap that. Scrap that for now. I'm gonna need a lot of nails. I don't really want to scrap that just yet. Coffee, that. Hold on to the paper. It's fine. Let's actually move this here. Let's just get rid of that. I don't really need sand right now. If I get a bleed, this will help, at least for now. That sells for a decent amount, even though I'm not going to be using shotguns. Shotguns are a lot of fun. I don't like the mechanic of absolutely getting my base destroyed, but I know I'm passing up. Oh, there's not a pipe. I know I'm passing up a lot of stuff. Oh my god. Things like this where you can get like a lot of cheap stone. So if you ever see these cobblestone piles, and they're usually worth your time. Okay, we can scrap that. I think we're pretty much okay here. There's the exit. Let's see what's down here. Nothing. Okay, we'll take the exit. We'll stop by our house because it's on the way. Let's try to avoid walking straight through some of the POIs. I don't really want to fight like a dog or something right out of the gate. I don't need that. I have no arrows. Let's deal with this guy real quick. Ah, this is what I get for being loud. Getting a couple cheap hits while he's down. Get my stamina back. It's got so much health. Okay, let's fill up our jar real quick. Come on. Perfect. Go like that, go like that. And then we can move this back down. Okay. Now when I'm running around in the dark, might be a little bit more pleasant. I don't know, that was terrible. I don't know what the heat mechanic change was, or if there was any. I was not a fan of the screamers coming in all the time if you were crafting. I think there should be. I like the mechanic overall. I think it was a little aggressive on how much the screamers were coming in. Okay, we don't need that. We'll keep that on me. Okay, we're gonna keep that. Drop. I'm not a big fan of using explosives. I tend to hurt myself more than anything. Okay, and let's get our food items. So what we can do is go into here, go like that. I should be able to make water. Okay, for 3 minutes. Oh, that's perfect. I like to keep those the building blocks on me. Either build ladders really quick or get myself out of a bad situation. I'm not above building platforms to get over things really quickly. I don't tend to build huge towers to bypass POI manufacturing, but I certainly will. Oof, that was a big lag spike. I certainly will use it to get over a fence or something like that I just don't feel like going around. So we gotta, and we are gonna lose all of those jars after we drink them. Um, I have seen mods where you keep 75% of your jars, so there's like a return percentage, and that's a little bit more realistic. Like a glass jar doesn't get eaten when you drink something. However, through like multiple use handling, you are likely going to break jars. Glass integrity will drop eventually. The more it gets open and closed with jars, and just accidental breakage. Um, we're actually doing okay on ammo. 500 would save us some time. Molotovs, though. We'll keep these for the first horde. Okay. We'll probably get. Probably. Ugh, it's aggressive. Sorry, I try to talk over Trader Rect while he's scolding me for doing work for him. We'll probably get this job done. Whether or not we actually make it back to the house afterwards, I just don't know. But I still got to place my bedroll. There's a couple quests I need to turn in. We didn't level up, did we? Let's just check. I've got a couple points. Let's go into. I really want to do. What is it? I've actually never siphoning strikes. Oh, that's pretty cool. You basically heal on contact. Where is Master Chef? Am I just an idiot? Okay, I'm gonna go through this one more time. No, no, it's not there. Big and fast pack mule, strength mastery. Minor 69er is nice. I don't need it. What is this? Oh, that's not bad. I will end up going some into these later on. Healing factor, iron gut, probably good for later on. Where's Master Chef? Well, someone's gonna have seen it and tell me how much of an idiot I'm being. Oh, it's in general. Oh, I like how they did that. How it's no longer locked under because it has nothing to do with a. Okay. We will go into Lucky Looter a little bit because we are going to be kind of going trader heavy on this run. I know that can be a little grindy for some people, but whenever you start getting like double rewards and stuff like that, it snowballs very quickly. And it kind of gives the game a little bit of purpose, kind of pointing you in certain directions, making you do certain things. We probably need to find some feathers while we're out. So we can already make the bicycle, but we are so far from getting a workbench that it's just not going to happen. So Trader Rect is going to be providing us with that. And then we'll start focusing on the scooter or the mini bike. Okay, no honey, no bees. Let's just pick up this rock, get that repaired. I'm already in the POI area. Okay, well, this one will be pretty straightforward. Let's keep up the fight for feathers and eggs. And then I know there's a way to like break down those nests and get a little bit more out of them. Let's just get everyone upset. Okay. One down, missed it. That was pretty unfortunate. Okay, I'm probably coming out of this connex. Connex is another word for container. For where are they coming from? We got an instant decap there. Miss. I keep stepping up onto something. Okay, let's give him some space. Okay. We're still not clear, so it's probably... What am I getting? Am I getting cloth for that? Yes, that's very good. Stop messing up my cloth. Oh, oh. Crouch mechanic, a little bit of a run. There's probably a crawler. There he is. The hitbox on these guys is a little tricky. They also have a big reach. I am out of stamina. Okay, we're all done, which means we can focus on looting. Let's go top down. Let's take all the cloth. Well, that stinks. Cloth becomes a pretty valuable resource down the road. And I don't feel like running around gathering cotton. Can I take this? No. More cloth. Not bad. Okay. Take some bones. And here's another example of the like fast to harvest materials for those who are new. You see these like stacks of wood. You'll notice you'll get much more wood per hit than if you were to like go hit trees. And gathering wood is never a bad idea. If you don't want to carry the wood, what you do is you craft a bunch of the frame blocks that you'll see in my quick slot. Carrying those around with you can be pretty helpful. You're also going to need a ton of them, so you can also use them for food, or not food, fuel in your fire. You can just put the, so you don't really lose anything by doing it. Okay. I don't think I have any fluids on me. Nope. That hobo stew is still holding us pretty good for food, but fluids is not great. I think this has a chance for honey, but I don't think it has a chance for bees. Oh, come on, stamina. Oh, there's still a zombie on this. Oh. I've just been carelessly just wailing on everything down here, and I don't know what that was. Give me something to drink. Plastics. Just random stuff. Did it give me 2 shovels? Scrap one of them. Okay, well, pipe baton level 3. That's, we'll do that. Scrap one of them. That's such an aggressive noise for just stepping on a piece of wood. Okay. How am I supposed to get up there? Let's just try a little bit of... Okay, this is what I'm talking about. So sometimes So that's a good example of why you can carry those things around. So if they get damaged, I can't pick them up or anything. Okay, here they come. Kneecap her. Oh, our stamina is struggling so bad. Yep, we are still out of stamina. Just back up. Ah, God, the way they're stacked like that. One down. Job done. Oh, someone else heard me. Okay, let's get the final loot. Probably go turn in. We are not going to pick up another job. They're all way too far away. And then I'll stop recording. I don't want to bore everyone to death or feel like I'm watching all the non-viewers having to watch me just do home improvement all night while I cower away. And then, yeah, you can pick up your platforms. There's some different feelings about using those platforms to kind of circumvent obstacles and barriers. So if you want to build a tower, like something up that goes 40 stories to go steal loot off the top of the building, who cares? Play the game however you want. I don't personally like to do that. But then again, once you get like the gyrocopter and you can fly it without killing yourself, you can do it that way anyways. Okay, we got one zombie off to my right. Okay, let's try to pick up the pace a little bit. Let's just go ahead and get, I know I picked up a couple jars. Did I pick up a jar? No, it's just, okay, so we're gonna hustle trader, only stopping for like eggs or something. I've actually never heard that background music before. It's like a little bit of piano. That's a great field of goldenrod and chrysanthemum. I didn't notice it before, but that'll be very useful later. Because you can farm that stuff, but once you have living off the land and you can just punch it a bunch when you run past it, it's really kind of a waste of time. Ammunition not particularly useful for me. Ooh. Food. You know what? Lucky Looter's kind of an all-around. Let's just check his. See, I'm just taking a look at what he has. Forge ahead books are actually pretty useful. That grill would be useful. That would be useful. He actually does have some good stuff right now. When does he restock? Restocks day 4. Okay, we have some time. Such an aggressive character. Do him a solid. Okay, we'll make it home just before nightfall, which is perfect. I should have a ton of water. Unfortunately, I will lose all my jars, which I keep forgetting about. I'm so used to getting the jars back. Just hustle back to the house. Oh, let's get some eggs. Nice. Eggs, also nice. We're doing good on egg collection. I usually just make bulk foods. I've never really taken the time to build or to make a lot of like the higher end foods. I don't know. It's never something I've really prioritized. I don't know why I went up that way. Now I have to take a, ugh, that was bad. Great. Okay, so we're gonna, so for the new players, that's one way you can use things. Like when things are just inconvenient, you can just create platforms that the zombies just can't use. Okay, let's go ahead and take those. How much do they provide? 20. Well, let's just take down 2 of them right now. Read our magazine. Kind of get everything organized for tomorrow. I like to keep all my food separate, so we'll keep that is full. You don't belong in there. Put that in there. We'll keep our Molotovs on us in case things get spicy. And that'll about do it for today. I'm going to spend the rest of the time crafting, getting my pipe baton leveled up, building my new stone tools so that I'm ready to start up the next day. Anyways, we're going to stop it right there. Thank you for watching if you do. Bye.